Have you ever wondered what would happen if all countries in the world had the same currency? A provocative question indeed, and one that takes us on a journey through the diverse world of currencies. Our planet is home to nearly 200 countries, and each one, in its unique way, contributes to the global economy. With this multitude of countries comes an equally diverse array of currencies. From the US dollar and the euro to the Japanese yen and the Indian rupee, each currency tells a story of its nation's economic journey. But why do we have so many currencies? The answer lies in the history of civilization itself. As countries formed, developed, and evolved, they each established their own monetary systems to facilitate trade and economic growth. These currencies became a reflection of the nation's economic strength, stability, and standing in the world. The role that these diverse currencies play in the global economy is instrumental. They act as a measure of value, a medium of exchange, and a store of wealth. They enable international trade, allowing countries to buy and sell goods across borders. They also provide a way for nations to manage their economies through monetary policies that control inflation, manage employment levels, and stimulate economic growth. Moreover, each currency's value in relation to others, known as the exchange rate, is constantly shifting. These fluctuations can impact everything from the price of your morning coffee to the cost of a multinational corporation's overseas investments. This dynamic interplay of currencies is what keeps the wheels of the global economy turning. Our world of diverse currencies is a complex, ever-evolving system, shaped by history, economics, and the collective actions of nations. It's a system that, for all its intricacies and challenges, has served as the backbone of global commerce for centuries. Now that we understand the role of diverse currencies, let us take a dive into the hypothetical world of a single global currency. Imagine a world where you can buy a baguette in France, a kimono in Japan, and a coffee in Brazil, all using the same currency. Sounds pretty neat, right? Welcome to the concept of a single global currency. In this theoretical world, we would say goodbye to the days of complex exchange rates. No more scratching your head trying to figure out how many yen your dollar is worth, or how many euros your pound will get you. In this streamlined monetary system, a dollar is a dollar, whether you're in the bustling streets of New York or the serene beaches of Bali. Now, imagine the impact on global trade. Without the unpredictability of exchange rates, businesses can plan with more certainty. Companies could expand their operations across borders more easily, fostering a truly global marketplace. It would be a world where the only limits to business growth are innovation and hard work, not fluctuating currency values. And what about tourism? A single global currency could potentially boost international tourism. Tourists would no longer need to worry about conversion rates or leftover foreign currency. They could simply pack their bags, jet off to a new destination, and start exploring without a second thought about money exchange. But it's not all roses and sunshine. A single global currency could also mean a single global interest rate, managed by a single global central bank. This could result in nations losing control over their monetary policy, which is a critical tool for managing their economies. Moreover, the shift to a single global currency would be a monumental task. It would require unprecedented cooperation and agreement between nations, each with their own economic interests and concerns. While the idea sounds promising, it's not without its complications. So, before we start dreaming of a world without exchange rates, it's important to consider the whole picture. The concept of a single global currency is fascinating, but it's also a complex and challenging proposition. A single global currency, though seemingly beneficial, is not a simple solution. Imagine a world where your dollar, euro, yen, pound, or rupee is replaced by a single global currency. It may seem like a utopian dream, where exchange rates and currency conversion headaches are things of the past. But this dream comes with its own set of challenges. One of the most significant issues is the loss of individual monetary policy control. Currently, every country can control its economic destiny to some degree through monetary policy. They can adjust interest rates, control money supply, and manage inflation to stimulate or slow down their economy as needed. But with a single global currency, these powers would likely be centralized to a global central bank. This could lead to issues for countries with different economic conditions, as one-size-fits-all policies may not be effective or fair. Economic instability is another potential challenge. If a country experiences an economic crisis, its currency usually depreciates, making its goods and services cheaper and more competitive globally, which can help it recover. But with a single global currency, this automatic stabilizer would be absent. Crises could thus potentially be deeper and recovery slower. Finally, the logistical challenges of implementing a single global currency are immense. It would require unprecedented cooperation between nations, overcoming language barriers, political differences, and economic disparities. Even if we somehow manage to agree on the design and value of the new currency, the task of replacing every single note and coin in circulation worldwide would be an enormous, costly, and time-consuming endeavor. Regardless of these challenges, it doesn't mean that a single global currency is an impossible dream. The Eurozone has shown that multiple countries can indeed share a single currency. However, their experience also serves as a cautionary tale, highlighting the potential pitfalls and complexities of such a system. As with any significant change, the shift to a single global currency would require careful consideration and planning. Looking at the real world, we can find examples that illustrate the complexities of shared currencies. Take, for instance, the Eurozone. This is a group of 19 European Union countries that have adopted the euro as their official currency. The Eurozone was established in 1999 with the aim of creating economic stability and fostering economic integration among member countries. But how did it come to be? The Eurozone's formation was a meticulous process. It required countries to meet stringent economic and legislative criteria, including low inflation rates and public debt levels. This was done to ensure that all members shared similar economic health and stability, creating a level playing field. Once established, the Eurozone brought several benefits. For one, it eliminated exchange rate fluctuations, making trade and travel easier and more predictable within the zone. Secondly, it allowed for the centralization of monetary policy, with the European Central Bank at the helm. However, the Eurozone has also faced many challenges, which offer a glimpse into the difficulties of a single global currency. One significant challenge has been the lack of fiscal union. While the Eurozone has a centralized monetary policy, fiscal policies such as taxation and public spending remain at the discretion of individual countries. This has led to economic disparities and tensions. Another challenge has been the difficulty in adjusting to economic shocks. For instance, during the global financial crisis of 2008, countries like Greece, Ireland, and Portugal faced severe economic downturns. However, their ability to respond was constrained by their membership in the Eurozone. They couldn't devalue their currency to boost exports or cut interest rates to stimulate growth, as these powers rested with the European Central Bank. These challenges highlight the complexities of shared currencies. They underscore the need for strong economic alignment, robust fiscal policies, and flexible mechanisms to respond to economic shocks. The Eurozone provides valuable lessons for the idea of a single global currency. So, where does this leave us on the idea of a single global currency? Well, when it comes to the world of economics, nothing is ever black or white. The concept of a single global currency is no exception. It's a complicated issue, one that calls for a balance between the potential benefits and the potential challenges. On the bright side, a single global currency could promote economic stability. It could eliminate exchange rate fluctuations that often disrupt international trade. Businesses could operate more predictably, as they wouldn't have to worry about the value of their money changing from day to day. It could also simplify transactions, making it easier for people to travel and do business around the world. However, the flip side of the coin presents a different picture. A single global currency could also bring a host of challenges. For instance, countries would lose control over their monetary policies. They wouldn't be able to adjust their interest rates or print money as they see fit, potentially causing economic instability. Furthermore, the transition to a single global currency could be complex and costly. Countries would need to overhaul their financial systems, a process that could take many years and a significant amount of resources. And of course, there's the question of who would manage this single global currency. Would it be a global central bank? And if so, how would it be governed? Finally, let's not forget about the cultural significance of currency. For many people, their national currency is a symbol of their country's independence and identity. How would they feel about giving that up? While the idea of a single global currency is intriguing, it's clear that it's a concept that requires more than just a simple yes or no. It invites us to engage in a